another Talks Online. We have Jen with us. Welcome, Jen.
Hi, thanks.
Jen has no idea what she's got herself in for, but we're going to roll with it anyway.
Is Jen your real name?
So
Let's kick that off.
fun.
Is Jen your real name?
It's a nickname. It's just shortened for Jennifer, so pretty much.
Whoop, whoop, Jennifer! But we'll call you Jen from now on.
That's fine. I mean,
It's
got
fine.
to the point where my friend's dad actually called us Jennifer, and my friend had forgotten that was my actual name. So
Yeah, my mum only calls me Stephen when I'm in trouble.
I
Yeah.
rarely get called anything other than Jen. I get called Jenny by my grandparents, and that's pretty much it.
Well, you can let grandparents off though.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. My grandmother used to call me all the different names of every other bloke in the entire family before she got to me.
Yeah, I that happens with a lot of friends I find.
I do that with my third child.
Mm.
We just don't know what our real name is
I'm
at
gonna
this
run
rate.
through them all, just like, right, your bother, and your bother.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, if ever I have kids, I'm just going to name them first and second.
What about third, fourth, fifth, and sixth?
That depends on how many Helen lets me have. I mean, I want a five-a-side football team, but she says no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like with my nan, it was like when she was like listing off names. It was like this one, no, this no. Which one are you? You're not on the list. And then by the time she got to my name, I'd been hit by the car because I was in the road. I wasn't actually hit by a car.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah,
the way
that's
my
good.
brain worked, I think I had been.
Just to clarify, that wasn't me driving.
No, we said Michael was a good driver in the last episode.
I am a
But,
good driver.
Yeah, we'll have the DVLA check that. So if anybody from the DVLA, check his record.
Don't.
So Jen, how have you been? How's lockdown been treating you?
all right. I've been distracting myself with video games, so
What games do you
Video
play?
games? We talk video games.
Yeah.
Right.
I've recently been replaying through Dishonored. Definitely one of my favorite series.
Is that like a Japanese samurai type game?
No, it's not Sekiro.
Oh,
but
that was the one I was thinking of.
yeah, it's a different kind of one. Coincidentally set about a sort of it's sort of steampunk England.
Right.
In the time of a plague.
Oh,
Coincidentally.
right. So basically now, real life, present day.
Yeah, but I don't think coronavirus victims bleed from the eyes and turn into zombies.
Yeah,
essentially.
that's one symptom we haven't come up with yet.
Did you see that news episode where they first had coronavirus outbreaking in the UK? There was this anchor lady talking on the news in England around London, and this plague doctor cosplayer came onto the screen.
Yeah. That was brilliant.
Just put back up.
He's just like, I am doing this deliberately, and I can appreciate that.
It was funny though. I like that. Brilliant. The thing is though, those plague doctor masks, they've exploded in popularity.
I know they have. It's also 20s, so we're ready for it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, some people have taken light of this situation. They've tried to make it fun, and that's what they do, just to bring a little bit of joy to people. Especially some of them do there was that bloke who was, I think it was Southampton or something like that, and he just went up and down the street dressed as Spider-Man, just literally walking up and down for the kids.
I mean, you got to do something, and if you want to dress up as Spider-Man, dress up as Spider-Man.
Yeah, and we're doing interviews like this where we talk about bowel movements. So there you go. All fun and games.
That's from a different interview.
Yeah. Well, it's all fun and games until what's the phrase my mum uses?
Until someone gets hurt.
No, it's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits.
I mean, that is a very valid.
There you go. It's very apt. It's a very good phrase that is.
So Jen, let's talk about your cosplays.
Yeah.
I knew we forgot to do something. Go on. Cosplays.
Well, I have no idea. I cosplay mainly My Hero Academia at the moment. It's
Another fan. We just had one on.
That's
yeah,
going to be our new full metal word, isn't it?
Pointing us in your direction. So
My hero.
I love it. I've been into it for a good couple of years now. So yeah. I've been I've got quite a lot planned that I want to do cosplay wise, and just no idea where to start for half of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of people have that problem when they want to start a new cosplay. They have no idea how to get going. I think sometimes it's just getting the motivation, just even like writing down on paper. Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of cosplays in mind that I want to work on, and I'm just jotting things down, like doodling. I mean, I'm trying to work out how to build a ray gun for one of my upcoming cosplays. Because I've got Marvin the Martian crossed with Ghastly from Pokemon. So I want to build a ray gun that encompasses both of them. So I'm thinking about doing Marvin's ray gun, but instead of having a bit at the top, have Pokeballs instead. Something like that, maybe. I'll just doodle it down.
I mean, you could have Marvin the Martian with some extra Pokemon as well.
Doesn't he have a green dog?
Yeah.
He does have a green dog, canine.
That could be like Saigon. The dog form, because Saigon's got quite a few forms, hasn't it?
Zygarde does have a dog form, or like I don't know what the hell that form's called now. Anywho's, so yeah, so when you messaged us, you gave us a picture of you as Aizawa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like him? Do you like him as a character?
Yes, I absolutely love him, and obviously with recent things that have happened in the manga, I'm not going to say any spoilers, but it just keeps getting better and better for him.
Yeah, we suggested in the last interview that Michael should do an Aizawa cosplay.
Is that who he is?
Yeah, he raised that
I'm
head.
gonna have to look at the picture now.
Yeah,
I've got to work on the thumbnail later.
He's the one with the yellow goggles on, and he has like a big grey scarf type thing around him. Yeah, that's him.
Just so I can show the viewers, this is a thumbnail. It's provided. It's a bit blurry on this camera, but I'm going to rework that into your thumbnail and make it epic.
Yeah, he's very good at doing his thumbnails.
Fair enough. I have no editing software on my laptop, and I didn't even try because I did have some issues with it when I first got it, and I'm just like, I'm not going to touch anything with it. I don't even trust myself.
Don't even start me on things like computers and whatnot. I had my first computer in 1996. All right, it was a big white desktop thing, right? And I got it started. Great, no problems at all. Started doing like the homework on it and stuff like that. Because back then it was dial-up internet, and my mum refused to have internet. It sounded like an old. But what I was doing, and what is in my head? I always do this. I always try and save disk space by getting rid of old files, right?
Yeah.
Because it was my first computer and I was a complete moron, I decided to start deleting the System32 files. Yeah, I ruined my PC within 6 months of having it. I deleted half because in my eyes, what I had in my head is that I opened the file and there was no files in it. It was empty. I thought, well, if there's nothing in it, just get rid of the file. Save some space. Yeah, wrong idea. I was completely stupid. Tried to turn it on the next day. Big blue screen of death. I'd gone completely wrong. But now I don't touch it. If it says System32 or it comes up with a warning saying this may harm your computer, I don't touch it. I don't even own a laptop. The most complex thing I own is probably my phone.
I have memory problems all the time on my laptop.
I thought you were saying real life.
Yes, I have that as well, but I'm constantly trying to delete data on my laptop. And
if I downloaded even one thing, it would freeze, and it did that for about I think it kept free. I think at one point it froze 10 times in about 30 minutes.
Oh.
So I just had to clear everything that I downloaded off my laptop, and it seemed to have worked, but I still had a couple of times where it just froze. So if it does that, it'll make a screaming noise, it is, and then I'll have to turn my laptop off and back on again.
Yeah. Or if in doubt, get the hammer.
I'm not going to do that. This costs like 300 quid, so...
I did. Yeah, my first computer had a big dent in the side. I hit it with a hammer.
You know, that doesn't actually work, Steve. Hitting things.
I know that now. I was only 12.
I see it happen on Doctor Who all the time, and it just doesn't work.
Things doing something like that. My brother and me had an issue with our Wii. We used to use the GameCube part of it to play Super Smash Bros. Melee, and at one point the GameCube stopped working, so we actually bought a GameCube for about 80 quid, and then my brother hit the top of the Wii and it started working again.
Okay, maybe it does work.
Yeah.
He didn't use a hammer though, he just kind of tapped the top of it.
Oh, like the Fonzie from Happy Days.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. Comes up, whacks the jukebox. Hey.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do that with loads of stuff, and the whole phrase in my... Why have I got a makeup brush?
Why not?
The whole phrase in my house was if in doubt, give it a clout. Not so like 60% of the time, it worked 100% of the time. It was good. It was good odds. Why am I picking this up? It's because it's in hand range.
When my children misbehave.
It's not in hand range.
That's in my range.
Oh, that's a beautiful Nintendo Switch remote.
Yeah.
I have a sock.
The Splatoon version.
It's the Splatoon, yeah.
All I have is a sock.
What do you use the sock for,
It's not even
Steve?
my sock. It's Helen's sock.
I may have accidentally killed like 2 sets of Joy-Cons just because the drift kept going.
Ah.
From my original set, the
Right.
right one decided to stop connecting randomly, which was a bit annoying if you're playing Breath of the Wild and you just can't do anything.
I've got a tip that my friend Grant Perkins gave me, and that was to use a special W key. I'm going to get it for you.
He does these things, does he? What are you playing on your Switch right now?
I'm playing Animal Crossing currently, but I will be switching over to my Xbox to play more Dishonored and Vix. I'm going through the DLC from the first one before I move on to the sequel. So I'm going through it all again because I was like, I kind of want to. And
we have a.
I was amazed because it's been over a year since I played. It's been about 2 years actually since I played the first one all the way through, which is honestly a shock horror because I normally play at least once a year. I've played it about 10 times on my Xbox at the moment, but I've also played it about 10 times on my Xbox 360.
Okay, I'm back. Welcome to Tips with Michael Lunatic. Okay, so what we have here is WD-40. It's a specialist fast-drying contact cleaner. I'm going to give that to the camera view here. And it's got this big, long nozzle. Okay, so you've got the Joy-Con controller, and it always has problems with its drift after time. It can ruin many gameplay issues with the Nintendo Switch. So you get this, and it takes a while to practice, but you get it inside a tiny little flip. Let's switch around here. You have to get it, that little bit there. It's hard to see on the camera. You have to really, really get the nozzle in there, deep, penetrate it, and then you give it a good squirt, and then you go like this.
Don't say deep and penetrate on this show, please.
You give the nipple a little twistle. You wait for a while, and it works as good as new. WD-40
you give it a good squirt.
Specialized fast-drying contact cleaner is now sponsoring this show. Thank you very much.
Michael's Tech Tips.
Good sponsor.
It works. It saved me getting new Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother's got about 2 or 3 pairs, so we're just kind of working our way through those. But he gave us his Pro Controller, just like a spare one, just until I can get new ones or until I get my own.
Yeah, I was watching. I like watching like these tech things on YouTube, and there was one where a guy got his Switch and he was able to connect pretty much any controller to it eventually, because he got like a little Bluetooth receiver, and because things like PlayStation controllers use Bluetooth to connect to the system, he was able to connect a PlayStation controller to a Switch, and then use that.
But why?
It's not good.
I don't know.
The Nintendo Switch
Blasphemy.
Pro controller is the most perfect controller I've ever had in my hand.
Is
No, I'm
everything's in
sorry.
reach.
It's Atari 2600.
But that's a choice.
Stick. No, one stick, one button. That's it. There are too many buttons on controllers nowadays. They've got to go back. They've got to go back to their roots. One stick, one button, and that button does everything.
Only because you can't play computer games as Koro Sensei.
No, if I was Koro Sensei, I'd be able to play like 8 computers at once.
You can get the tentacles all around the controllers.
I still need to watch Assassination Classroom.
It's good.
Yeah.
I need to watch
Look.
it. I still haven't.
You still haven't watched it properly.
I've not actually sat down and watched it. And
You need to watch it.
I've been busy watching Plunderer though, and Plunderer's gotten really good.
So it's Assassination Classroom. That's no excuse.
It's more I've got like a massive list of things, and then I don't know where I am on that list and what's on it at this point. It's just
Well-
kind of what do I fancy watching.
Well, you can use the same for me because I've not watched any of My Hero at all. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I think it was mostly I went to a friend's birthday party. One of the friends I was cosplaying Deku, and then
Yeah.
I just kind of went, I might as well give it a shot, and I've never looked back. It's been 2 years, and I love it.
When I first started hearing about My Hero, especially Deku as a character, I kept thinking he was like the mask character from Legend of Zelda, because that's where I know the word Deku from.
Oh, the Deku tree.
Yeah, exactly.
That big tree. As soon as I could
Do you want to know how to make any Legend of Zelda game 10 times better?
Add boobies.
No, name your character, my dude.
Okay.
Because now in Ocarina of Time, when you go through and you leave Kiri Forest, you get that owl, don't you? And the first words out of his mouth is your name. So he's like, "My dude, have you done this and this?" And it's a lot better. You get to the Great Deku. You get to the Deku tree, and the Deku tree refers to you as my dude. It sounds a lot cooler.
Dude!
Dude, yeah.
YouTube, he's been doing a permadeath run on Master Mode of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
He's on day 5. He's just uploaded it, and I just watched it before this, and I'm just absolutely howling at some of the stuff that goes on. And it's just like, it was like, so people are surprised I'm still alive yesterday, and he had like 5 hearts at the time. He was like, yesterday we went into Ganon's castle, we went and saw the boss, and then we killed a Hinox, and he still is instead. And
This-
I was like,
This is what I don't get about some of the Legend of Zelda games. Is you can spam the final boss. I mean, there's one, I think it's like a Skyward Sword, where you can use a fishing rod to beat the main boss. Twilight, I don't know Zelda as much as you. Shut up. But yeah, but then you got another one where you can beat him with a stick. You can literally run underneath him, hit him in the nuts with a stick.
The Master Stick.
Yeah, the Master Stick.
There's no such thing as a Master Stick.
There should be. Nintendo, get on that. Breath of the Wild 2, make a Master Stick. A stick that never breaks.
While you're at it, make a sticky stick.
Yeah. It's like an old joke. What's brown and sticky? A stick.
it works.
Yeah. It's like the other one. So what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
Stick.
A stick.
Some boomerangs, because they just don't work.
So, Jen, what's your next cosplay you've got planned?
Oh god. The next major one I've got planned, I'm doing over the next couple of years because I know it's going to be expensive. And that's Emily Caldwin from Dishonored 2.
Okay.
I love the design, I love the games, and it's one that is like, it was actually what got me into playing Dishonored to begin with. Because I saw the trailer for the second one, I was like, oh, that looks good. It's the second one. Must be the first one. Went out the next day, bought the first game, sat down, played it on my 360 because at the time I didn't have the Xbox One, didn't have a Switch or anything, so I was like, sit down and play it. And yeah, played it about 20 odd times. And then I then bought the one that same Christmas, got the second one, got the first one again for the one, played through it again, played the sequel, and I've just been in love with it since. It's one of those games that I'll go back to over and over again and still enjoy every moment of it.
That's good.
Yeah. There are games that you like get hooked on. You always go back to like recomplete them. I mean, the amount of times I've gone through things like GoldenEye on the N64, Banjo-Kazooie I've played numerous times. What's the other one? Sly Cooper on the PS2. I mean, I would literally sit down from 9 AM until 9 PM and just knock out the first 3 Sly Raccoon games, one after the other.
If I wasn't also playing Animal Crossing frequently, as in it's currently sat under my...
It's going to have to be another one.
Now.
Animal Crossing.
I've been helping out someone that were asking for some purple hyacinths, so I was like, yeah, I'll give you 5, I don't mind. I've got like a crap ton of them spare, so might as well. And
Yeah,
if I wasn't doing that, I would be able to get out the first 5 missions of Dishonored within about 3 hours. Additionally, if I wasn't going through on a clean hands run.
Well, speaking of Animal Crossing, how's your turnip prices today?
Rubbish. I'm on a decrease, which is really
Oh
sad.
dear.
Last week I had a large spike, but
Yeah.
as long as this doesn't happen, the last time I got a decrease, it was 4 weeks running. I had a decreasing trend, and it was so sad because I was just like, please don't be another one, don't be another one. And it just kept going. And I was just like, this is so sad.
Oh no.
Last night was
Go steadily down the rubbish.
Last night was the first time I played Animal Crossing in about 3 weeks, and my town had weeds in it, and a cockroach was running around my room, and I finally.
Oh.
I mean, you can catch them.
How? How can you catch them when you can't use your net?
I heard you could catch them, but I don't know how.
I stomped on it after waving my arms like a goose for a while. And going,
Although I have just my friend messaged me last night because I've been trying to get rid of one villager for 3 months. Literally, she's been there since pretty much. She was one of the 3 that moved in afterwards. Like when you first upgraded, she was one of the first 3. I've been trying to get her to move out since. I absolutely hated her, so I was like, Gloria, can you leave? And
we all have a villager we don't like.
She did actually go down. Yesterday she left, so today's been an empty plot. And last night my friend messages saying, Jen, I've got this amiibo, you're going to want it. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I do. So I've now got Coco coming to my island soon.
Oh, I've got Coco! Beautiful, beautiful villager. You will love her.
I love it.
Well, an update for the viewers who constantly watch this show. You watch this show?
All 2 of them.
Yeah. I finally accepted Katie Ann Weiss's friend code on the Nintendo Switch. Finally, after like 2 years.
2 years of waiting, you finally given her your code?
Yes. Her village is amazing, by the way. You want to check that out? A little call for that.
Yeah, anybody's got Switches and Animal Crossing, stick your friend codes in the comments below. Most people will probably want to play.
Let's trade turnips.
Trade turnips, yeah. Again, there's another ongoing jokey thing about trading turnips.
I've got one of my friends just messaged a chat that I'm in that's pretty much dedicated to turnip prices and stuff. He's got 526 for now, for this afternoon's price.
Is that good?
Yeah.
This is like, it goes over my head, this stuff does.
I don't do any dodgy dealing, so I haven't bought any turnips for a long time. Dodgy.
I got the stock market full achievement, so I've just stopped now because I'm like, I don't need it. I've got like 23 million in the bank, so I'm just sat there with.
I mean, but most of this like technological stuff goes over my head. I mean, yes, I have phones and I have tablets. The best technological thing in my household is my toaster because it has 7 whole settings.
Oh.
7? You believe a toaster having 7 settings? Well, no.
I wouldn't know which button to press.
Would you like
There's a
toaster
little
day?
press.
Is it a talkie
leave it out.
toaster? You need to have one of those red dwarf talkie toasters. Would you
I
like a
want
bagel
one.
today?
Yeah. Then you start arguing with it. I said, I don't want any buns, bats, baguettes, or bagels. No crumpets, no croissants, no hot cross buns. So you're a waffle man. Whack.
What about a cub?
I said, can I say one thing before we go? Would you like any toast?
I wouldn't mind some toast.
I do love Red Dwarf. I've watched it ever since it came out. I love the show. Even the new stuff, like season 10 and the film that just came out. I loved it.
The Promised Land.
I absolutely loved it.
I don't remember ever watching much of Red Dwarf myself, so
You need to watch it. It's brilliant.
I'm not really
It's brilliant.
Like live action.
I mean,
nothing's really interested us that much. I think the last thing that I watched was live.
It's not that live actionish. They are basically cartoon characters on the big they are. That's how they're written. They're just
yeah. I mean, between.
That's a lie. Dragon Prince was the last thing I watched that was new, which was season 3. I caught up with that.
What's Dragon Prince about?
Pretty much a little dragon prince. It's
Dragons and Princes. There you go, Michael. You should know this already.
Is it like The Bachelor but with dragons?
I wish.
It's like Dragon Prince. Would you accept this rose?
It's pretty much about all this lore behind it, and I think the big idea is they've got this egg which they actually do get hatched, and then they're taking the Dragon Prince back to this because there's been a war going on between the humans and pretty much everything else. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a friend once who collected eggs because they had chickens, and I loved one of the chicken names that they gave him. One of the chickens. They called it Omelette.
That's cool.
It's not, but I was watching this thing on YouTube, and there's this guy who does these animations of famous film scenes, literally like really really basic. And there was one where there's this chicken looking through the window at a roast chicken and an omelette, and he comes out with the line, husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son. And he's looking at the chicken in the window.
That's some serious
deep
shit. That's deep.
I know. But then he does like Gandalf like 25 times doing the "You shall not pass." But you've got like Gandalf in like the passenger seat of a learner driver. The thing saying, yeah. I think the guy's called Nick Willis. He's called Nick Willis. He does loads. He does like football ones, American sports, wrestling, film lines. He's great.
This channel is now sponsored by Nick Willis.
Yeah, he even did a Q&A. He animated his own Q&A in the same style. It was really, really good. I love watching what he does. I mean, he did one about Formula 1 motor racing. And you got one of the announcers going round on a dance pole, and you got another character literally throwing money at him, saying he's in pole position. There was another one. There was another one I liked in that series. One of the team's pit crew was literally shouting at the driver, going in to get him to come to the pits. But the animation he did was a guy holding a door open, shouting at a cat. Literally telling the cat, in. Oh, I love stupid shit like that. I just think it's so funny. Simple things, please, simple minds. And my mind. Ellen, you just far into the room. No. Oh, it's all right then.
Who's your favourite YouTuber then, Jen?
I've not really got one at the moment.
Say Michael Lunatic.
Tipster recently interviewed up with the whole Susie Lou drama that's going on YouTube, and I'm finding it absolutely amazing that she thinks she's getting away with it, but it's just waiting for everything to kick off now.
Yeah.
She managed to take off a voice actress, so highly recommend checking it out because it's just phenomenal to watch, and you just think she's not getting away with it. Why is she lying so much? And it's just watching everything fall apart. But there's not been much drama recently about it. I think everything's been focused on the Stouffer stuff. So
Yeah. That was the big news. Everyone wants to talk about it all now. This David-19 sort of thing. I didn't want to mention it.
if I did have to pick some sort of favorite YouTuber, it would probably be Nostalgia Critic, just because I've been watching him for so long.
Yes.
I find it hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually did cosplay Nostalgia Critic at one point, and he does look like Doug did with hair, so it worked really well.
Yeah. I mean, I like what's his name? I like Matt Pat a lot. I do enjoy what he does.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he does a lot of game theory stuff, like how stuff like how powerful in real life would Mario be.
Oh yeah, I think I have heard of him.
Stuff like that. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog is like broken, and he like does calculations of like how fast Sonic's legs would have to move, and like would he break his bones when he stopped. Stuff like that. And like how deadly is the biggest bomb in Mario? How in real world terms. I love sciencey shows like that. I would literally sit down and watch science shows all day if I had the chance.
It's all made up science, though, Steve.
I seem to go through phases where
It is, because everything's made up of atoms. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I mean that's logical. I seem to like have really
It's like that old joke when it's that old joke when a neutron walks into a bar and the guy says, "For you," so the guy offers him a drink and says, "For you, no charge."
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory joke, that one.
Too.
Yeah, we have horrific attempts at humour on this show. Most of the time, it fails.
If I give my brother a topic, he will literally just come out with a load of random puns, and like if you give him trees, he'll say a bar.
Don't offer him chocolate ever again. Especially not topics.
Ah! Oh, I did that to my brother once because my brother's quite short compared to me. I keep giving him bars of Boost. So I can say, "You Boost." Yeah, my brother is short. He's really short. He's like 5'3" or something daft like that. I'm nearly a clear foot taller than him.
I'm 5'9" and my brother is about 6'1", so not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm officially the tallest person in my family. I'm even taller than my cousin, who was 6'1". He's now shrunk to 6 foot. I'm 6'1", so I'm now the tallest.
Why do people shrink?
Bragging rights there. You
Did they get old?
You stole his inch.
Yeah. People shrink because they get old, Michael. You should know about this already.
Oh, I've got to go again. My little baby girl is... Oh, she's not sleeping well.
Aww. It's alright. Adorable, isn't it? I'm going to put something on the telly.
What's that? You want to watch the Last Airbender?
Yeah, Daddy.
Yeah! Avatar Last Airbender, that's something we can talk about. Is anybody heard that they're thinking?
She's on season 2 now. Yeah, it's coming on. You have to be patient.
I think one may have taken over the interview now.
She is cute. I'll give her that. There we go.
Right. And so, seeing as we've got to get that little one.
Yeah, last day of Panda.
Comment question.
Pardon?
Do you have an end of interview comment question for our viewers?
I really have no idea myself now.
You don't want to know what my interview question was, because I'm not going to repeat that.
Yeah, that was disgusting, Steve.
No.
Right. Hi, I'm Steve. Have we met? Yeah. I mean, it could be any random question, Jen. Anything straight off the top of your head.
Yeah, Jen, what have you got on your mind lately?
Hair.
Why are humans so stupid?
Why are humans so stupid?
That is the
That's a
best
good
question ever. Yes. Why are humans so stupid?
Not just
I know.
individuals,
I mean,
but people in general.
Yeah. I mean, these human beings really confuse me.
They make
That.
difficult decisions, so you know.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that. I think I might have just blown my cover. And the mighty tallest is going to get me.
Oh, I hear that, Steve. Oh, he doesn't like us. Oh,
Mighty.
COVID-19. Let's attack him with that. Stay safe. Watch Talksontour. Protect the NHS. Boris. We're gonna get you, Steve.
So guys, thanks very much for watching. As Michael said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, go and follow Jen on their social medias and all that bits and pieces that we always have at the bottom of the screen, and we will see you in the next video. What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Wish I had cat ears now.
Hi, Jen.
Alright.
Let me just summarise the last interview in 3 words: cosplay, Pokemon, and bowel movements. And I know that's 4 words, but 3 phrases. There you go.
I mean, that works.
Subscribe to Talks Online. Full Metal. Now that's all out of the way. Let's carry on.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with the ongoing jokes.